Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I talk about my experiences of running a B2B startup and answering questions that a early stage founder might have purely based on my experiences. So let's get started with today's video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how we acquired our initial set of customers. In the previous video, I specifically talked about the first 5 customers that we acquired, which was purely through cold outreach on LinkedIn. I'll link that video in the comments below, right? So you can have a look at that video. Today, I'm going to talk about how we acquired our, let's say, the next 10 customers, how we went from 5 to 15 customers, right? So let's get started. Uh, the approach here was so for the first 6 months. So it took us 6 months to acquire our first 5 customers, which as I already mentioned, which happened through cold outreach on LinkedIn. Uh, while these 6 months we were working, we realized, we realized that in our industry, the customers that we are looking for, they are always having a telephony with them, right? When I say telephony, consider it as a software solution where through which they would make conversations, calls, and those are the calls that we ingest in our platform, right? So we realized that there are telephony providers and we have to build integrations with them, right? And specifically after 6 months, we also, we were very clear that this integrations can be a playbook for us to acquire our next set of customers. So essentially, what we did was there were 1,000 telephonies, more than 1,000 maybe, in the market. We identified a couple of telephonies, right, where our ICP would be using those telephonies, right? So, for example, Aircall, RingCentral, HubSpot, Pipedrive, right, Dialpad. So these were the telephonies that we selected as part of our roadmap, and we started building integrations with them. We had 3 factors in our mind. Number one, the telephony with whom we will build an integration, they should have a marketplace, right? So that we can list on that marketplace. More than that, that listing or sorry, that marketplace should have a decent enough volume. Probably, if I can remember correctly, more than 500,000 viewers each month, right? So that was our first criteria. The second criteria was that the telephony should be, our ICP should be using that type of telephony, right? There are a lot of telephonies in market which are on the lower end of the side, while there are a lot of telephonies or soft phones which cater to the higher end of the market, right? We took a stance and we catered to the, we looked at the telephonies which probably a large company would be using, but at the same time not a very small company won't be using it either, right? So that's what our thought was. And the third thought was that the integration documents should be very clear, because we were a nascent company. We had to build our customer features, right? The entire roadmap was there. So we wanted that, okay, the telephonies that we pick should be straightforward with clear documentation. So I'll quickly show you. So this is how our integration, this is how our listing for Aircall looks like. This is how it looks like for RingCentral. Uh, Next, I think we went for Dialpad. Uh, a couple of them, HubSpot, Pipedrive. We also integrated with GoToConnect, but I think GoToConnect didn't have their marketplace at that time. I really don't remember. But yeah, that's what we do. So we totally focused on integrations for the next 6 months, and we actually got our customers from there. So we were really skeptic, right? So the thought here was that we are putting an engineering effort over there. Will it result in anything? But interestingly, people see those integrations, right? So the thought of the customer is that, okay, let's say I'm on Aircall, and the customer behavior or the user search is that, okay, I want a system that readily integrates with Aircall so that I don't have to put in an effort of validating whether the integration works or not. So this psyche actually works, and this helped us bring the next set of 10-15 customers for us, right? What we are doing now is fundamentally very different from what we did earlier, right? No doubt these marketplaces are still working for us. We are getting traffic, but now, the set of customers that we have, they are more mid-market enterprise level customers which are using more advanced CCaaS and uh, telephony solutions like Five9, NiceCX, Avaya, Genesys, etc. Right. So the way forward for us is how we can work with these bigger CCaaS solutions, partner with them, and then uh, maybe open that as a channel where we are jointly selling with these bigger companies. We are still not there yet, right? But that's what we are figuring out. So yeah, that's all in this video. If you have any questions or you have any experiences uh, working on this playbook of uh, piggybacking on someone else's traffic and benefiting from them, do talk about it in the comments below. Thank you and have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.